Okay, this is the property in Santa Clara with the rustic house. It is all downhill, the whole property, but there is a nice spot that you could put a house right up near the very top, right up there. And there's a water tube right here, and there's electricity right over my head. So I'll drive down and you can see what the place looks like. The house is back in there. It's a pretty basic rustic house. There's definitely no traffic here at all. There's a Polish American guy lives up the hill, and he's the last property that's habited. As you can see, it's all downhill. It's all being used for cows right now. Got a variety of fruit trees I can recognize here and there. There's the little house. It's small, definitely. It's probably something for the weekends, I would expect, or to get away for a holiday. The gate and the driveway are basically not something you'd be able to use in the wintertime at all. The driveway is just dirt, and that would have to be covered with gravel, 3-inch stone covered with 1.5-inch stone, or you just sink out of sight in it. But it's a nice property, that's for sure. I don't know if that fence right in there would be the property line. Apparently it's 5 hectares. That fence line it seems to be just around the house. So I would say that this is probably all part of the same property. And then as you get to here, it's more or less a gully. That would be unusable property. You could keep cows on it, keep a couple cows down there, they keep it cleaned up. But you certainly wouldn't want to be trying to maintain it with a lawnmower or anything. And the road is gravel. And it's all uphill, right to the top. Just do a little drive here before I shut off the camera and show you what the road's like. So here's the gully again from the bottom. It's pretty steep. It's not usable land for anything. Grow trees on it, and you could keep cattle on it. They'd be able to get around in there. plantation of bamboo here. So I'll stop the video there. It's gives you an idea of the road, and it's very remote. Definitely wouldn't have more than 2 cars a day probably go by. This dirt road is probably 2 kilometers, if I'm guessing, down to the main paved road. So, you know, you're looking at 10 minutes to go and get a quart of milk, but privacy you'd have it up here, that's for sure. And it's cool. It's 374 meters. All right.